Mum's taking me to a shop tomorrow. I'm going to pick up some alcohol.
Thanks for telling the entire Twitch screen that.
Oh, I didn't know you'd gone live, you ass.
It's not my fault.
Hi, hello.
It's alright, I'm still at the starting screen, so technically it's not officially started yet. So, I mean, they can both hear us. They can both hear us. This is as if we got two watchers already. Not even started.
If you can hear me, clap or sandbag. It's going to win tonight.
I'll take things that aren't going to happen for 300, please.
That's mean.
Bosh! Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Fair Play Racing League. Tonight, round 8, it's Tier 1 and it's Kota to round out the rest of our week. And starting off nice and sunny, as I'll introduce myself, I am your host, David Lolface. Thank you for joining. And who's in the club with me tonight?
Me, Silverside.
Silverside
Oh,
boy.
I need to change it to Silverside. If I change to Silverside Man, it wouldn't sound
You'd sound like the
right.
worst superhero ever.
I should just get rid of Silverside Boy. Just call it Silverside now.
We'll just call you Gaznado.
Do that.
As
You could.
as in the chat we have Shadows. Wagwan to you, Mr. Shadows. As he's the
How is he
first man on
typing while he's
track.
out on track?
He typed it as he was leaving the pits. And also, Fishsticks coming in with a prime sub. Thank you very much, Mr. Fishsticks. As Nigel Piggle has redeemed us both a drink early on. And yeah, that will definitely come in useful tonight. Can we get an audio check, maybe? That'd be swell. As I readjust my pop filter.
Sound alright.
Uh,
You might be a bit tad quiet on your voice
uh,
compared to the game.
I mean, I wouldn't complain too much. I can move. No, I don't want to let me put the volume up a little
I
bit on me. See if
think
that's
I'm
better.
okay.
I'm not really hitting the. Maybe I should put some gain on. The thing is, I
I'm
don't
okay.
like having the microphone so close to me now on my face, because that way it's just not right. I've got a gain of 9 dB. Let's go 10.5.
No, Marky, it's not right. This is not right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll watch
Hello.
Shadows for the meantime.
That's probably. It looks a bit better. Yeah, but yeah, Shadow is now starting his lap as I was midway through all the teams. And yeah, let's follow the car as he's coming to the exit of Sector 1. And yeah, Gary, Sector 1 at Kota is probably up there with one of the most challenging on the circuit. On the calendar, I should say, sorry. And yeah, so we've both raced Kota this week with differing levels of success. What's Kota like for you? What stands out about this track?
It's got to be Sector 1. It literally is just like maggots and Beckett's like 3 times over. Like where you think you've done the first sector, bam, there's another corner. Oh, there's another one. And like you said, it's probably one of the hardest sets of corners on the track. So easy to get time penalties. I got 4 time penalties there. Every single my warnings were in that sector. And yeah, so I think this track is like a one that you need high speed for overtakes for the the back straight, but you also need downforce for that first sector. It's going to be a bit of a tricky one to kind of like balance.
Yeah, as the first three come over the line, Dynamo Dan making a little bit of a hash of his first lap. It's just 1:33.6. But Shadow's putting himself at the top currently with a 1:31.6 in front of the championship leader, that is Hound. He's only done a 31.8. So some work to do there in the Alpine garage. L-Plan has come and put in a 1:32.9, well off the pace at the moment, as a few drivers yet to come. There's an Aston Martin of Craggy who has invalidated. So he's got Nigel Piggle who's lagging all over the shop.
No, Nigel Piggle is still getting used to his new internet. Stalled.
Yeah.
What the hell is that? Nigel.
Nigel.
He's blocking somebody. Who is that? That's Pumpkinhead getting blocked in the first sector.
Either that or getting a massive toe. What the fuck?
Oh, no. Where did he go?
Right.
Nigel Piggle's now a wizard. I'm a
You're
wizard.
a wizard, Nigel. I'm a what? A wizard.
Have you seen that meme one where he goes, it's wizard time, mother... Fireball! Yeah, that one, that's what Nigel's just done.
Yeah. And, I think you've got it in... You've got it in the chat. Nigel, you're having a little bit of issues, it seems, with your interwebs. I might suggest, if you have the time, which I think you should, try and reset your internet. For the love of God, please reset your internet if you've got time. What the fuck? Oh, we could make a game out of Nigel Piggle, who's 31.7. Puts in P2 at the moment.
I don't think that was a realistic time. I think that needs to be chalked off for cheating.
Darkblade goes P1 with a 31.3.
That's the old McLaren driver.
With a 31 Halo. See what I did there?
I love how Shadow's gone, holy shit, I'm P1 after first runs. Provisionally, seconds later gets beaten. I'm waiting for the... Aww.
Bit mean.
I felt... Tom's Piggle is red cross and lagging everywhere. Right, I'm restarting. That's what I said provisionally. To be fair, Shadows, I had exactly the same thing in Tier 2. I was top of the time boards, and then the track just dried out. So, yeah.
A lot of drivers seem to be having invalidation issues. And Phenom's gone P5, which is not bad at all. Collateral ads.
Own favourite. Own favourite, Phenom.
Oh, Square's stealing all this.
Well, obviously Mitra and Maestro, obviously being American, won the Tier 2 race yesterday. Or what, when
Maestro's not American.
Really?
No, Phenom is. Phenom's the home hero tonight.
Oh, I'm probably thinking of the Yawnborn. He had a good race on his home, his debut and home race.
Yeah.
That's pretty much left to restart.
Thankfully.
Someone's saying Eagle as well. Eagle in the chat. I can tell you, Eagle is not American.
But with a name like Eagle, why not?
Eagle! I keep thinking of the Scrubs thing. Good for that. Oh dear.
All the vibrations in the world. So Dynamo Dan going for his second lap, just under 9 minutes left on the clock. He's almost certainly getting in 3 runs in qualifying. His first one well off the speed at the moment, but he looks confident, really throwing the car in there through sector 1 as he comes towards the end of it and keeps it clean, nice and smooth on the exit. A little hit of overtake there on the exit, now coming down into 7th, shifting all the way down into 3rd before the long back straight. A burst of ERS out of it and then stays in hot lap. 7th gear revving all the way out as he ticks just below 50% ERS. Now the heavy braking zone. 2nd gear for this left-hander. Now getting towards sector 3. He's 4/10 up only at the moment now. Sector 3 really lends itself to those who can be as smooth as possible through those corners that Dynamo Dan's just gone through. Now the triple right-hander, the right-handers to sort of emulate the triple left-hander around Istanbul Park. And now round the last corner to finish the lap. It's a 1:32.9. That's 8/10 improvement, 7.5 improvement, and he stays last. But a better lap for the harsh driver, and he's building up clearly to a crescendo.
He did have a very big tank slapper on the exit at the final corner, but I don't think it would have cost him too much. It was like a little wobble.
Little wibble wobble. Bit jelly on the plate.
And while you were watching Dynamo Dan, I saw Night Owl go purple sector 2 and 3, but only go second, 800ths behind Darkblade.
Yep. I'm sure. I'm just keeping an eye out as Matthew May has a big old tank slapper coming into the triple right-hander. He has kept it and he's held 6th gear around the penultimate corner, now braking on the curb for the last one. Gets it turned in very nicely indeed, and deploy finish to the line. It's only a 1:32.4 at the moment. So just two drivers, yet to do a lap. We've got Trey, who I believe this is his first race with us, as well as Pumpkinhead.
Yeah, Trey. Pumpkinhead raced last week in Baku.
Cool.
It was literally just Trey. But yeah, Pumpkinhead was doing quite well until I think he broke his wing heavily into where you crashed.
I don't crash, Gary. Tell you what I do.
Would you like to talk about our conversation?
What, 3-0?
Buddy, Toby Seal was back in chat and asked if anything interesting happened. What did Rocker do? Oh yeah, David's won another race. Radical's won 2. Gary still hasn't.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Toby sent hearts for me. Hearts. Thanks, Toby Seal. Appreciate it.
Wins are temporary and love is permanent. No way.
You know what?
That might be the other way around.
You know, when I finally win, it's going to be a glorious moment. More people are going to be more happy than I will be. Until someone eventually puts a port in and takes it away from me. But
oh, that would never happen. It's never happened before, surely.
Bomber Racing has put I won a sprint.
Yeah. As with real life, I didn't complete the sprint. Yeah.
As real life, I didn't complete this race. Oh dear, oh dear.
I'm very tired. As
Yeah,
Piggle has redeemed another drink. There for me, not for you. Well, I'm sorry, Piggle.
Well, fuck off.
as soon as you get yourself on comms, that's when you get to have a drink, sir. So I'm taking it anyway.
Is he? It's gonna be a glorious moment, like if Nigel ever decides to do comms. Hey, the long old mystery. What does Nigel Piggle sound like? That's the question that everyone's asking. What does Nigel Piggle sound like? Also, Nigel, you back in the lobby, or do you need an invite?
Yeah. So don't forget to ping tier 1, ping Gaznado for the stuff. You know, the
Assuming
stuff.
Nigel could get back
I've
in.
got no comms
Well,
announcements. For fuck's sake, why don't I have a comms announcement channel? Whatever.
I think Head's about to finish his first actually proper lap. He's run out of battery already, so
Who are we looking at? Sorry,
Pumpkinhead.
Well,
Go P9.
Yep, 132 dead. Not a bad lap in the grand scheme of things. As I might have read the best sentence I've read the entire day. All I need in life is a pack of street waffles.
Street waffles are so good.
Yeah. And yeah, I agree. I agree with that, man.
They sell them at Tesco's. Actually, proper Dutch ones. They can't eat much of them because they're so sweet.
Ah, well,
Proper, love to have a properly baked one. From like, go to Netherlands and actually have proper ones, freshly made ones.
did people say I've done interviews before? I don't think you have. I mean, you've done them by sending text into the party, but I don't think you've done an interview. Now,
I don't.
There, but I don't remember.
I can't remember
Is
off
he
the top of my
back
head
in
as well.
Is he online?
I would like to point out that Clatter Ads was top of your friends list. That's disgraceful.
That's just the people I have to moan at the most. Mr. Whippy, big up Mr. Whippy, who I've just doxed as his fucking name. Where is Nigel Pickle? I don't know my alphabet.
So it's N you're looking for.
Is he actually showing online? For a change. Oh, he's here. Cool.
There he is.
Oh, he's already out. Hurt.
There he is.
There he is.
Give him a.
Give us a wave.
Give us a wave, Nigel. Oh dear. Like we could do like a Sig reference with Nigel. Some say Nigel is not a human being. He is a robot because he has no soul.
Either that or he's ginger. Anyway, moving on.
We've got to do for tier 1 commentary. Just like some say Nigel Piggle, like things. It'd be very funny each week. I have to come up with something. Some say he's a USA experiment gone wrong.
Yep.
I'll stop now. I was hoping you would give me a laugh. Oh, Nigel just got across the line before it went out.
Yep, so he will be the last man to go round on a lap. We are following FIFA's all the way through. Pumpkinhead has taken the checkered flag and is in the pits. FIFA's through the penultimate corner then. Takes 5th gear for that corner. Doesn't use as much as the curb as we saw Pumpkinhead earlier. But across the line it comes, and it's the quarter of a second where it's put in P3 as things stand. There's a Ferrari coming through, and that's L-Plan coming through for only P9. Next up is Matthew, and he has spun at the last corner, and that is a fresh pair of underwear for Reese as he comes across the lot. Well then. Oh! Night Out and Hound! So, setting up a front row for Alpine. Here's a Williams over the line, and that
You
is
cheating bastard, lad, I'm sure that. Getting crap limits.
yeah. Shadows across the line, only P9. Nigel Piggle, 2 tenths up, coming around the final corner. Oh, he invalidates.
Oh,
Oh, Piggle. Oh, Piggle.
oh.
Oh, Piggle. You know what I've got to do, Piggle.
How about this, sir?
You know I had to do that. Them's are the rules, sir. One cannot just throw it in the wall. Even though it didn't hurt anyone. I'm just a little snitch.
No,
It's
no.
not my fault, it's
To
Gary.
be, do you know what it was? He obviously didn't have the recent update. It obviously shut down.
Yeah.
That is
Shadow
wow.
angry in the chat, bottles a 31.2. That would have put him in P5 as things stand. But here is your starting order for the race. Make sure you take a note because we won't be seeing it again for at least 3 minutes. Hopefully. Because we all know the rule. Right, it's just ticked over to 26 minutes past.
David, you know when I was asking earlier on about the practice for the real F1, did you see the abuse that Fernando was getting from a plastic bag?
No.
Apparently, a plastic bag flew onto the track and attacked Alonso,
Fantastic.
and
Who wouldn't?
he, Titanic
There's...
struggled to try and get it off.
Right, so Nigel's redeemed another drink for me and you, and a truth or dare. Who is it for, Mr. Piggle? As I take my drinko.
Apparently, it's my fault. Why couldn't you just let me have shit internet? Um,
Gary,
of course he
truth
was
or
going.
dare?
Of course he was.
I can't remember the last time I had to do one. It's great.
You know what? Screw you, Nigel. Truth.
Mm.
Well,
That's one
I'm waiting
drink
for the one.
down.
Well, I might have to put a truth in dare instead and do my plan that David knows of.
I'm feeling a little bit nasally tonight, Gary, so might
I
not go
might
down
hold
too
off
well.
to it.
Might...
We might wait until you feel a bit better and then do it because we practiced it last night and I think it'll be very hilarious.
Ooh,
Shadows has gone at Nigel.
R9MH created a looking for group post.
Oh, did you get that as well?
Yeah.
Oh my! What the? What? What? Don't read it out, David.
So, the truth from Pickle to Gary is... Gary, have you ever had two girls on your knee at once? Presumably different knees.
No.
Oh, fair
Say
enough.
that. No.
Oh,
I
no
can't,
comment.
can't believe you joined the party. I thought he was going to tell me something and then
It
leave.
was just going to have a voice spoiler. And then leave.
Do you remember when I joined by accident in the party and you're like, Gary, leave, Gary, leave, go
Gary,
away.
go away.
I didn't say a word.
Yeah, that's a very valid point, Willy Bum. Although there's nothing wrong with it. Remember, everyone, don't knock it till you tried it.
God. Oh dear, oh dear. At least everyone's following the rules this week.
It seems like it. So, I'm sure whoever the host is just taking
Bugger
this.
off, Nigel.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's a commentator or impersonator. Gary, give me
Oh,
your
he's gonna
best
do...
David impression. Keep on.
But
Remember, I'm your boss.
remember, I'm your boss in tier 3.
You're
I'm
not,
your
though, are you?
divisional.
Let's be honest.
Oh, I'm not. No,
In
no,
my
no, no.
capacity as a driver, yes, but
Okay, right. That's David. There you go.
sound
I did wheeze there.
constipated.
I did. Well, I can't. I was trying to do your kid. It doesn't. I can't do your accent.
I don't have an accent, that's why.
Well, you do. Well, me listening to you, you do.
Nah.
But he's just pinging everything. You know, should we put a fucking timeout on it? Timer on him so he can't
There
do
are
anything.
there are timers. You can only get a certain amount of stream.
Do any catchphrase you want. I don't care. I have a race.
But I assume it was for you, Gary, because he's throwing everything at you.
Well, I have. Oh
Holy
my god.
low quality fucking tyre smoke. Jesus
Let's
Christ.
say, are we playing Minecraft? Extra models. Quick, someone edit where the cars are like all blocks.
Yeah, Willy Bum,
Oh,
there are
timing.
time restrictions behind redeeming, I reckon, in another few minutes. We should have a time for
Also,
another one.
I did
As
see Lee in the
Fishnix
chat.
redeems a safety car question. Well, we're not in the safety car, but we are on a formation map. So if you can get out quickly, Fishnix, I don't see why we couldn't
Excuse me.
entertain it. Bish bash bosh. Get your mind out the gutter.
Is it that for? I've just noticed
I
only
mean,
two
it
people
is
on
lap
hards.
formation. Ah, ah, ah.
You two have been friends for too long.
He hates puns. I'll tell you this for free. Absolutely
But he's
despises them.
but he's named himself after a joke
No,
from
he
South
hasn't.
Park.
He's had that since before that episode of South Park.
I'm just gonna say it was because of that episode. Oh dear. I don't know if you checked the tyres, David, but everyone is on mediums except two people. Night Owl and Trey have gone on hards.
Ah, two people are on the wrong choice of tyre. Nice. As in the chat, we got the Pumpkinhead Nation arising.
Not Halloween yet.
This is Halloween.
Spooky, scary, scared. Oh dear. Well, David, you have got a catchphrase you can use, but you don't want to use it because you don't like using it.
Well, it needs to be a special. No, it needs
No,
to
the
be.
other one. The one I used, and you said, please don't use that one.
Well, yeah, it's because you butchered it. As we don't know what a decent camera angle is, so away we go for the start of the Texas Grand Prix. Night Owl not getting the best of starts on those hard tyres, and he's got people all around him. There's contact. It looked like he might have got damage there to his front wing, ever so slightly, or he might have got away with it. I'm not entirely sure, but the rest of them get away pretty nicely. It's been a bit of a nightmare for Night Owl at the front.
Yeah, he got a bit bogged down on the start because of those hards, and it's allowed everyone else just to zip past him. Oh, FIFA's gone round.
Front, and he does, I think,
Anyway.
possibly having controller issues or wheel issues.
Could be wheel issues.
So
He's back up and running now.
Alright, good stuff for FIFA's getting going in the end. But he is 8 seconds adrift off and will only catch up part of that, I would imagine, towards the start of this race. As Hound leads the way into Sector 3 then. Now Darkblade in P2. And Reese right behind him in P3. Craggy P4 and Night Owl hanging on to P5 for the moment on those hard tyres. Trey down in P15 unable to make any inroads, and he's already lost the 1 second to Collateral Ads in front, who is right on the back of Pumpkinhead.
Oh.
Goes massively wide there at the penultimate corner, but is going to be able to stay with these guys, hopefully, at this early part in the race. It's definitely costing a few tenths though. So lap 2, DRS is enabled, Gary.
Yeah, I think a lot of people shouldn't have used a lot of their batteries on the first lap. I see everyone's like, most are in the 60%. I have just noticed that Darkblade is on yellow fuel, so he has. Hang on, let me have a look. He's got minus 0.06, so he is expecting a safety car.
Yeah, well, to be fair, he probably means that he started on equal fuel. Because you do use a lot at the start, and it's not too hard to get yourself back from 0.006. And I think what we will see here is a little bit of ERS building behind Hound, and he's probably also going to be just saving a little bit of fuel so he could maybe push later on. Reese still sitting in behind, and here we have it, the Tier 1 DRS train, Gary.
Yeah, well known, well loved, well hated.
Every single race.
Yeah, but you see this in esports though as well, and real life on the initial first laps, just DRS trains until obviously some of the fast cars then start to stretch their muscles and get going. But until then, Shadow says the fastest lap of the race. Gosh.
Oh, Collateral Ads. Was it Collateral Ads? Well, FIFA's, sorry. Round the last corner. Power sliding his way round. And yeah, that won't have helped his tyres too much. And I'm sure at this point he's looking for a safety car to bring him back into it. But at the moment, Hound in the lead, staying there, keeping Darkblade behind him for the moment. Although Darkblade probably not trying too much to overtake as Reese goes to the inside onto this back straight, and this is only going to help Hound out as Darkblade has the slipstream from the car in front. Reese isn't able to keep alongside, and he moves to the defensive line and takes the lead. Reese is up the inside as well, brakes late and still hangs it in there as into the next corner, the right-hander, the double right-hander. He's still there. Is Reese going to go for the inside move? No, he locks up and doesn't quite hit him as they go nearly 4 wide there through the Sector 3 tight corners. And that was an impressive bit of driving here from the Tier 1, as we know they are capable of. But a new leader, Gary.
Yeah, there was contact going into the end of the DRS. Obviously, Darkblade got past Hound and obviously broke a little bit early to maybe look to dive for the inside, well, to cover the inside from Reese. And I think Hound didn't expect it and nearly went into the back. I think it slightly went into the back of him. Oh dear, they're going side by side in the first sector. Oh my god. Oh, someone's got to back out.
Craggy is just collects control of his car and right in front of his teammate for the moment. He's lost position to Night Owl in the other Alpine, so now Night Owl sitting right behind his teammate. A Stiffmeister looks like he's backwards in a wall. That's not ideal. You don't want that to happen. It's not the racing line that we know. As are we going to see a move for the lead? Yeah, Maurice liking to go from the front, and Darkblade does not battle it. I think he's more focused on regaining some of that ERS as Reese burning continuously at the moment. Pound also in Sector 3 on none, as Night Owl maybe having to spend a little bit in this sector just to make sure the grip on those hard tyres on the moment don't hamper him too much. So,
I just saw.
What's happening elsewhere, Gary?
I just saw an Aston Martin Civil War into the tight and twisty Sector 3. and Shadows saw an opportunity and tried to take it. As speaking of Shadows, his teammates had a bit of an upset. Oh my god!
Oh dear. I missed that.
Um, um, oh come on, game.
What's happened there then?
So Dan spun around, and I don't think Trey has reacted so well. Has gone straight into Dan and retired. I think you caught that on stream, didn't you?
No.
Oh, didn't you?
I just missed it.
Oh, well, yeah. And Dan got 10 seconds for it. But he's able to serve it straight away.
Yeah, and it is a full course safety car.
I think he's got quite lucky there, to be honest.
Yeah. Right, lap 5 we are on. The full
Oh, get out of the
safety
way,
car
you
is
stupid
out.
haze. That's wing guy's just in front of the camera. What's
Silly
that?
Right. Then, what are you doing? What's your strategy, Gary?
I would stay on mediums. I wouldn't box. It's too early. If we're going off you, David, your strategy on Monday, I know it was lap 1 safety car, but your tyres were so far gone, I'm pretty sure the police would have got on the track and pulled you over.
Yeah. So what
That's
about,
how bad your tyres were.
what about the hard ones? Well, of course, there's only one of them left now in Night Owl. But do you box for mediums to do a medium stint towards the end? Is that feasible?
Oh, people boxing.
Front
Never
three
mind, it
are
will
in.
know
Now
me.
that's probably made Night Owl's mind up for him. Then.
Oh! Craggy has just done a Sebastian Vettel play. He's just overtaken Hound in the pits because Hound was dawdling. Very smart from the Aston driver. Also, Fishfix is a future teller. He said, "What did I say about that for?"
Yeah, he do be facts. It do be facts. So we do have. Alright, to be fair, I haven't had a drinks redemption. But I'm going to do it anyway because it's a safety car. So if everyone wants to take a nice little listen, bit of ASMR for you all.
Is the can crack?
That's a good old tinny opening.
Unfortunately, I can't join you, David, which is really annoying because I'm on holiday now. Because I have not. Unfortunately, the one bad side about riding a motorbike is you can't carry shit.
You have a gap under your seat, didn't you? Oh no, it's not.
I've got.
It's a bike.
I have
You can get a
literally.
basket.
I have a little compartment under my rear Peregrine passenger seat that fits a little tool bag in there.
That sounds good.
Yes, I got
You
some
can,
tools,
fit a
but
bottle or two in there.
I also did find something else that was interesting in there when I got the bike.
Me?
Uh,
It wasn't me.
no, there
Hopes
was
the drinkfish sticks.
there was like a phone stand that you can put on your handlebars, like where you can put say your phone holder. So say if you're using your sat nav, you put your phone there and you can see it while you're riding.
Yeah, it's not the most novel thing in the world. I'm not gonna lie.
No, but it's good to have because I haven't got the greatest sense of direction. So it'd be nice to be able to have my phone on and see where I'm going.
Yeah, that is fair
Oh,
enough.
well, I've just watched Pumpkinhead just absolutely turn into spooky. It's gone spooky season, and it's just ghosted through ads.
Brilliant.
Get a box or a bigger bag. I'm not getting a top box on the back of my bike. Also, I can't fit one. There's not enough. There isn't space for the bracket to fit it on.
Yeah, Fish Sticks tells it right, Shadow. It's 1 minute total. It should give you enough time to have a quick drink and if you quick, maybe a quick quiz.
I did notice I did notice a couple of lads actually did gain some places under that safety car.
So
Oh.
let's get a sit rep then. Almost everyone on the hard dryer tyres, but 2 on the mediums, and that is Pumpkin, Mr. Spooky Man himself, and Nigel Piggle, both opting to. Oh, there's a Mucky May spinning around and possibly resetting the trap.
He might have made some over. I know Phenoms had to give the place back, which is really silly because if that was real F1, right, and someone spun under the safety car, you wouldn't have to give the place back because they've spun.
Exactly.
Oh, our safety car's in the sun. Also, I did notice that Fish did not give our safety car question.
He did already.
He had one.
Is it lap
What
4?
was it? Oh, is that
and
what it
was?
was?
Lap 4. And it was the
I thought it was the same.
Nation lap. And the safety car was on lap 4. Safety car is in this lap. And we are going mod 7. Mod 7.
Well, poor Stiffle L Plan's probably going to be here in a woman going, safety car is in, stay to the Delta.
There's Night Owl getting ready. He has gone before the final corner, trying to catch Reese out. It doesn't look like he's done that. And he could be under pressure here into turn 1. Reese in the slipstream right behind. Has a little peek out, but he's not close enough in the end. But he doesn't need to overtake right now. He has the fresher tyres. He is going to the end. Night Owl will have to pit at some point in this race. And I'm sure when, if not this lap, as soon as DRS is enabled, Reese is going to be looking for the move as Pumpkinhead picks up the first 3 seconds as Nigel Piggle follows suit, picking up a 3 seconds around sector 1, something Gary knows all too well about. But he is going for a move up into the left-hand right angle just before the start, before the back straight. Gary who you make how tough do you think it's going to be for these medium runners to make a move as Nigel Piggle goes down the inside through sector 3, making up another position? Yeah, it's a difficult circuit to overtake at unless you're in the slipstream DRS, Gary.
Yeah, it's going to be. I think Nigel has shown that if you're on the fast set of compounds and there's some slower cars on the slower compounds, maybe you might have to kind of force some moves. You're going to have to go, right, look at this, look at the dive he's just out braking he's done on the shadows. He's just absolutely sent him to the shops.
Picking up a 3 seconds. They are starting to come in now as Piggle now up into P5 with that 3 seconds, but he is making those mediums work early on in this stint. He's got Reese 2 positions up from him. And what do you reckon the team call is in the Mercedes garage then, Gary? Do you let him go?
I'm going to assume, because no, I've got the safety car, but it's still coming with safety car. Fuck, I hope they get rid of that next week. I would say Reese has got a smart head on him and has shown a few times this season when Nigel's been the quicker car, he's actually let Nigel through. I wouldn't be surprised if Reese does not try and hold up his teammate. Meanwhile, Reese is having a ding-dong battle with the Alpines.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of carbon fibre go up there as Night Owl puts it down the inside, forces Reese out. He won't be too happy about that, and he's somewhat given the position back, it looks like. But he's having a go right back at him straight away. Nigel Pickle watches on from behind and will jump on board with him now. It's really heating up here towards the front. Will Nigel Pickle look to make a move on the Alpine down into turn 1, 9 laps old, hard tyres? Looks like he is going to keep out of it for the moment. As Matthew May picks up a 10 seconds in the pit lane. It's a double stop for the Kick Saubers.
They hit each other.
Oh dear. No bueno, no me gusta. He's not good. My ears have popped. I don't feel great.
Yeah, that'll continue on the feisty some moments in that final sector, but obviously remember Belgium, the bus stop on the final lap. There was some controversy, wasn't there? People overtaken off the track. Some contact. It was very, very messy.
Yeah, messy indeed. As Nigel Pickle gets another position.
Dave, we've got a car stopped on track. Literally stopped.
Well, this is going to be funny.
Oh dear. Well, we might as well just sit here and watch, because this could be a very, very good highlight. Never mind.
I would assume...
Nope, it's snaking. It's like, I don't know where to go.
I would assume controller malfunction. And thankfully his car has disappeared. Is Craggy going for the move into turn 1? No, not quite. He looks like he might be trying to get the undercut. But, if I saw correctly, there is a car still on the track. Oh no! Oh no! Is it peeling off? Yes, it has peeled off. Jesus Christ. Not at sector 1. Alright, into turn 1 is kind of funny, but it's a real, like, new set of underwear moment if that's happening in sector 1. Alas, we move, we carry on. Let's go.
I'm expecting Hound, Craggy and Reese to maybe start just switching places constantly. I see Night Owl is starting to really fall down. He's just been overtaken by 2 people. Oh, never mind. Never mind, he's got back past one of them.
Yeah, tagged from behind by Dynamo Dan. Is he going to go for the inside here? No, not quite. So we'll hang on to P6 for the moment.
The field is starting to stretch. The pack starting to fall back. Oh, there's a spin! Well, half spin. FIFA's has spun, and El Plan has actually lost some places as well. I think him and FIFA's both span.
That promotes Collaterate up into P10 then, in the points. I don't want to say this, but is one of the drivers without a penalty thus far.
You had to say something, didn't you?
Yes, I will, because he won't be listening, so it won't have any effect.
He will be listening. He's always listening.
He's always listening.
He watches to the streams back, right, you know.
Well, yeah. As long as he's not watching it right now.
To be fair, today he was actually... Well, I called him up by accident. I think I butt dialed him by accident on Facebook Messenger. And then while he had my attention, he asked me what the strategy was. I said to him, don't go on hard, start on hard, start on mediums.
To be fair,
don't get a pen.
Radical, as they go side by side, Reese looks like he's getting the move done. As braking late, locking the front is Craggy. Pickle taps the back of him and has to pull out of the move. Caught a little bit out there by the guys in front scuffling, but Nigel Pickle now has the Aston Martin in front of him. after being passed by the other man. Now it's kind of as you were at the front, minus Night Owl. Um, yeah, what are people hoping for, really? Is he hoping for another safety car, or is he?
He's got to be, because like he'll be able to go on a. Oh, he's got front wing damage. He did get front wing damage from the back of Craggy.
Oh dear.
And it's the worst side. The front right. There's a lot of left-handed corners on this track.
Let's be honest. No, there is no good part of the front wing here, but it's especially bad for the left-handers.
Bad cool in chat. Did I hear you just say my name, David?
Well, yeah, he did a absolutely splendid hards to medium strategy.
Wasn't it a two-stop?
Yes, maybe. But he did most of the first part of the race. Effectively, he did a one-stop hards to medium. Safety car lap one.
There's a big up the two-time race winner. Could have been three, but bottled it. But we went. Let me have my moment, okay? For a second, I don't know it.
Or did he kind of get punted out of the way? I don't know. I'll let you decide.
Well, I'm more talking about Azerbaijan, where you nicked it by too fast.
Yes, he got punted out of the way.
Yeah, David was so desperate to get that win, he's like, get out the way.
No, I was so desperate to not smash into the wall. And I really quite badly turned across him. So, which is why it's the most hollow of victories I've ever had.
But you also get to use it against me, so it's also not that hard.
Yeah, I suppose that's, every cloud has a silver lining on that.
Shadows are doing well, holding on to the top lot. It's only 1.1 seconds out of the top 5.
Yeah, realistically. His teammate's not having as good a time of it, though, he goes around in sector 1. Yeah, Shadows really needs to get back within that 1 second, and he hasn't done so before the DRS straight. He might be safe in virtue of just being around 7-8 tenths ahead of the car behind. You can see into the braking zone less than half a second now. Shadows needs that 2 tenths in order to get back into that train as he fights the car through sector 3. 8 lap old hard tyres. They should be still feeling pretty good. However, if you treat them bad, they'll not be kind.
No, but I'm looking at the gaps, and I can tell you this now. This might be the most loneliest race for the P10 man, quite lads. He's just falling away, and literally the car behind him literally has 4 seconds behind him. Yeah. Oh, Dynamo Dan spun again.
Oh, and there goes part of the front wing. At least he's right near the pit exit, or entry, rather.
I'm expecting a retirement.
Nah, Dynamo Dan doesn't retire. He's onto a fresh set. Oh, fuck it.
That's a hollow win for me, because I like Dynamo Dan. That's a hollow win.
Yeah. 47 minutes away from the lead as well. It was less than 47.
To be fair, I did think that you were going to hit the wall, I'll be honest. I see Darkblade and Nigel Piggle going to the wall. If Nigel Piggle's mediums are finito, especially with the damage, they're going to be destroying that front right, sorry.
Yeah. But he's done well to keep up with these guys in front. He could probably keep them on for another 3 or 4 laps. But he has decided to pit now, cut across the pit line. So that was nice of him.
He just also took out the speeding pit lane board. I'm
Can't
like,
speed if there's no sign for the speed limit.
I'll remember that next time the officer says, "Why are you speeding?" Sorry, there's no signs with what speed it is.
Yeah, that only washes if it's true then, though. It also doesn't wash if you're going over 70.
Stiffmiser's got front left end plate. Oh well, not Stiffmiser, L plan.
Oh, for God's sake. Yes, he does. So it's kind of gonna be not as bad, but through that corner he's just gone through, it's gonna be rather horrific because you need so much turning. It's just gonna be lacking the downforce turning to the right, and yeah, he's now 6 seconds behind collateral ads as the moves keep happening up in front. Craggy is fighting from Reese as they go into each other, and Reese has a half spin.
Damage to Reese.
Yeah,
That same
that car.
Front right end plate damage.
Not going to want to go to the end of the race like that. But he's going to try.
He's three.
He thinks he will give this his best go to keep up with the guys in front.
Right now, I think Reese will be like, I'm only going to box and get this damage sorted out if there's a safety car.
Yeah.
So if there is nothing, he is going. I'm hoping Shadow might take advantage of that wounded Mercedes.
Indeed. So Knight
He's now in
still
the
going,
DRS.
by the way, in P8. He's still going on those hard tyres. So he does have to pit, but he is in the queue at the moment. And to be honest, while you're in the queue, why pit? If you can eke the tyres out longer and maybe go to lap 23, 24, I don't see why he wouldn't be able to stick on a set of softs. Not leaving himself a lot of time to gain the time back, but why not indeed, as Hound gets overtaken by Craggy. But he's not done quite yet, he's sticking right behind here in sector 3. As through the triple right-hander we go, E-I-E-I-O. Bit of a moment there from Craggy out of the penultimate corner, gets on the curb and puts too much power down. Gets a tank slapper there indeed. As into the pits then comes Night Owl. Obviously felt like he couldn't take those tyres much further. Hound nearly looking for a move up into turn 1, but doesn't pay off. Meanwhile, Shadows and Reese going at it. Maybe Reese struggling a bit more than we thought with that front wing damage. Shadows is putting him under real pressure now as this DRS train goes all the way down to P7. It's anyone's race still, Gary.
Yeah. Right now, as they're all the way down to P9, they're all on the same lapped tyres. And the likes of Nigel, who obviously, and Night Owl, who are pretty much on fresh tyres, can they, with all this scrubbing, can they gain the 13 seconds they're behind with that train? Can they gain it back up?
Yeah, as another change for the lead then into sector 3, and Hound gets that move done. Craggy not fighting too hard, he knows the same will happen the other way around, probably this time next lap, as long as Darkblade doesn't nip up the inside of him in this middle sector, this third sector I should say. And he hasn't thus far. Reese still doing well and seems to have sort of consolidated his position for the moment, and is as close to Darkblade in front as Shadows is behind. But Shadow's having a fantastic race in the Haas. As he just out of the slipstream into turn 1 as the home favourite gets a good view of the braking zone there. And he is near the back of this pack, as it looks like. Someone a little bit out of formation there. I think that was Reese, but no incidents happening there. The dirty air to be effective being on there a little bit through the middle of Sector 1, but they are still in a very, very boring DRS train. As in the lead now is Darkblade, and he looks like he's pulled away. He's got that 1 second gap, so something happened up front there, Gary. As Craggy is making up the time for the both of them, getting well into the second window for DRS from Darkblade.
I'm trying to think, maybe as Darkblade, obviously sitting in the train, hasn't really used much of his tyres, like just saved them, and now he's deploying it. Because he has used a lot of his battery, and everyone else has as well. But he's now well up. He's 1.1 seconds out. So he is out the DRS zone. I can't speak. Can't speak. Flag sector 2.
And that is for FIFA's.
Oh, his car is acting like what mine did on Wednesday. Just uncontrollable.
Side by side go the Merc and the Aston. And the Merc has to yield to Craggy. But Craggy getting a little bit out of shape, middle of Sector 1. He's unable to make the move, takes a really wide line to set himself up for the best exit. Is he going to make a move down the inside into the braking zone? Not quite, not close enough. But he takes the wider turn, straightens up quicker, and he might be passed before we say anything else. Just grabbing a slipstream here. He's saving ERS. No, he's just got none left. Up the inside. Oh, Reese! He had to lock up the rear brakes there to avoid going into Hound. And I don't think Craggy will thank him too much for that. But somehow gets the move done. I'm not sure whether to praise that or not, Gary. What do you reckon?
I would say that was a little bit naughty from Reese. Because not only did that happen, as FIFA was retired in the pits, yeah, he had a bit of another spin. I think Reese may have, I would personally say that he might have to should give that place back, because that was very much what you would call in the league racing a punt to pass.
I mean, he didn't touch anyone. He just had to lock his brakes and
force his way through, would you say? Kind of use the muscle.
He just broke a little late, and to stop sooner, locked his brakes and went sideways.
While that happened, it actually allowed Craggy to get past Shadows. I don't think Shadows will be too impressed that how he lost the position.
Speaking of people getting past others, Darkblade now 2.5 seconds clear at the front. And these guys are going to have to work together.
I've just noticed Night Owl and Nigel are rapidly approaching Clatterads. It was only 7 seconds. They were 13 behind the train. They're now only 8 or 9 seconds. And they could, if they keep with the pace they're currently going, they could actually catch up the back of all this train.
Yeah, it's one thing catching, as we might see here as they approach the back of Clatterads. I get the feeling that one of these passes is going to be a lot simpler than the other, as Night Owl maybe trying to look for the outside move around there, the triple right, but not quite doing. Clatterads now, oh, he's gone for the move into the final corner, does Night Owl. It's bold. It's not where I would have done it, but through comes Nigel Piggle, does he?
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh, Pickle's got nothing left. And he goes to the late time bomb. Is Caravan's going to get him back? When
No.
have we ever seen these guys fighting before?
Remember what happened last time these two were fighting before?
I couldn't possibly comment. Is he
Fireworks
going to be
happened, that's
able
what.
to keep in the DRS zone? I think he might,
Nigel
even if he's laggy as fuck.
Nigel is turning into a UFO. Connection test. If anyone clicks this point, connection test.
I've seen his connection tests. Technically, he's fine. He just needs to sort the Wi-Fi out, or actually plug a cable in.
Yeah, I know he's only just recently got a Delphi and gets a penalty. I know he's only just recently got the new Wi-Fi, so obviously it's taken a while to get it all sorted and set up.
Thing is, I've seen the connection test. He's got like nearly gigabit internet through. It's just the wireless just appears to be fucking awful.
It's unstable. By the way, Dart Blade is now 3.5 seconds. Because Reese has got no front wing, half a front wing.
Yeah.
He's just costing all these guys time. And oh my god, the Shadows.
Come on, Shadows. We don't have favourites, but come on, lad.
Come on, Sam.
You can do
You
it.
can do it.
You can do it.
You can
Let's
do it.
go.
Oh, not wrong.
Yeah, 3.5 seconds. Where's Darkblade found this time for? He's now finding time to save a little bit of energy as
That's longer than I did.
death, taxes, and getting a 3-second time penalty. As Aston Martin Civil War Part 2. Craggy hangs Phenom out to dry. Phenom, of course, winning this race a couple of seasons back. His home race. There's a Ferrari going around the outside. A little bit deep. Doesn't quite make the move. Oh. Oh, pickle. Oh.
Oh, Phenom.
Oh. To be fair, I'm pretty sure I watched Stiffmeister do the exact same thing. Just not getting a penalty.
Oh, phenomenal. Die. Shadows might be looking for moving to second here.
Yeah. Obviously feeling like he's got a bit more speed to carry. But Hound may be suffering a little bit with that early or mid stint pushing that he did. It was Shadows was able to just stick him behind and stay with him due to the DRS. There's the gap now 4.8 seconds with these guys fighting behind. One thing not particularly in Shadow's favour is the full battery of Hound.
I would also like to notice that Battle Ad's actually boxed in for a set of softs and is still out in 10.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. Maybe going for a double point finish, double point finish. Should I say? Ooh, there's incidents. Oh, Jesus. All sorts happening. Reese picking up a penalty. Something happened there into the braking zone on the back straight. And all sorts of shenanigans happening right there. As there is a car going off a little bit wide. I think that was Reese.
Oh
dear.
I think he may have gone off. Been forced off, maybe, and has overtaken, and then decided I've not done anything wrong there, and decided to keep going. He's putting that into the stewards. The tier 1 stewards pull them.
They've got something to do. So, with just 4 laps to go.
Start by slowing.
Well,
That
yeah,
four
obviously
second gap is
a mistake or two coming in from the McLaren driver. He has burnt that ERS, and you see Hounds going around sector 1 with no ERS active. That gap now down to 2 and 7/10. So, if he has it must have been a mistake. I can't see these guys catching that much up using DRS slipstream. Shadow's doing well not to burn down the back straight, just letting his DRS pull him in bit by bit and then staying behind, saving that ERS when he can. So upgrade 2.7, it remains out in front. L Plan down in P12, going round in sector 1. Hasn't hit the wall, but that might hurt his pride just a little bit. Now, Collateral Ads is presumably bombing for the fastest lap. Let's have a look at those fastest laps. So we've got, at the moment, a night out. No one on softs has set a purple lap then.
They haven't set a full lap yet. Also, Nigel's on a set of softs as well, so he is pretty much just there to cover, still add to thunder.
Yeah, absolutely. Up at the front, the gap now up to 3.2 seconds. Mr. Consistency out in front as L Plan picks up 3 seconds. And I don't think he's having the best of days, as there's a 33 dead there from Collateral Ads, which could, as if things stay as they are, could lead to him picking up a extra point in P10, making the total 2. Now it's up to Nigel Piggle is whether he pushes that much. He's got 2.2 seconds in hand to stay ahead of Collateral as Stiffmeister gets passed by Night Owl, who
Reese goes wide again.
They're still there. They're still side by side. Reese and Craggy. Very little room given. As there's a wheel hooking going on there.
Oh my god! Oh, it's gonna be Viking. It's gonna be Viking and Verstappen years ago.
Someone had to pull out there, and yeah, that borders. Oh, here comes Phenom. Here comes Night Owl. Oh, what's happened there then? Oh, it's all gone backwards for Reese. He's down into P8. He's been overtaken by everyone. Night Owl down the inside of Stiffmeister. Can't get the move done. Night Owl having to just try his best to make those medium tyres stay alive towards the end. There's 2 laps left. And Night Owl picks up a 3-second time penalty. No bueno. No me gusta.
I just would like to point out that Shadows has actually saved his battery up to 100%.
Shadows is an absolute legend. But you know full well that Hound is as well as take 3 for Aston Martin Civil War. Obviously a little bit of DRS chicken being played there. Phenom goes for the move up the inside.
Oh, here comes Stiffmeister.
And through comes the Ferrari and Night Owl behind maybe. Oh, and the other Aston has to pull out. Craggy, is he going to get overtaken around the outside by Night Owl? Yes, he is. They bang wheels, but they keep it in a straight line. Up the inside goes Reese. And they're still side by side. Oh, they're still side by side.
This is really dodgy.
Reese goes really wide through the triple right-hander, nearly comes across and hits Stiffmeister. The Stiffmeister has to lock in behind, and Reese still holds P7 for the moment then. With that 3-second time penalty, Stiffmeister is going to hold on and get some points as long as he can keep it clean. P8 on the track, no penalties, will see him move up. As we are now on the last lap, let's have a look at the times to consider. We've got Phenom on 3, Night Owl on 3. Let's go one better. Let's go gap to leader so we can emulate this. If Stiffmeister keeps it clean, he will jump up into... he will jump up into 5th.
I'm watching the Shadows and Hound battle. Shadows is going to use everything he can on the straight. They've got... Oh, Shadows, he's lost it.
Massive tank slapper. And Hound, you know what he's doing. He's deploying all down this back straight. The DRS might not be enough. Is he going to go for the last minute move? No, he's not close enough. Is there going to be a dive in Sector 3? Let's have a look as Shadow's on board now. Just a couple of tenths behind Night Owl, getting past Phenom. Then, with just a sector to go, Shadow's not close enough to go for the dive into that corner. But there's still a couple to go as Darkblade rounds the penultimate corner. He's going to finish this race in first, but who is going to be in P2? It's still so close. Shadow's right behind. Is he going to look into the last corner? Not quite. Darkblade wins the race. Hound takes P2, and Shadows rounds out the top 3.
That's a double podium. Reese, that's 2 podiums in a row for Shadows.
Came on, lad. Came on.
Come on. He can head to his eternity end. As he went for Nigel Peel. Oh, there he is.
Oh,
So fake.
Go on, lads. Yeah, threw everything at the end of that race, and he nearly in a shout with overtaking Piggle with the extra 3 seconds, but he clearly made a mistake on the last lap, so he does come home in P10 as Pumpkin crosses the line. Maybe.
Shadows is the effing shit game.
Right, he came P3 and he still thinks the game is shit.
Doo-doo. I did exactly the same every lap, then I just got sideways like that. Tier 1 is beyond the
Here comes Tokyo Drift around the last corner. Elplan takes the last position.
It's nice to see him McLaren again.
Will not be joining us for the interviews. He's clearly not a happy bunny.
My face was meh. Darkblade is saying hate my internet.
I mean, he won. You can't hate it that much.
Made me lose 3 seconds. Apparently, Shadow says. Shadow's Darkblade says.
That might explain the 3
lose...
seconds loss.
Yeah. I just put oi. You missed my overtake on the penultimate corner. Switch back. No. No, we stole it. I think. Oh, we got capped.
Oi, you missed my overtake on the penultimate corner. Switchback. Bro got gapped. Okay. Good. Well, there you go. There you have it. And we're just going to hop our way down this list.
Don't forget the race director as well.
That's what I'm doing, you fanny. There you go, it's done. It is done. So, Darkblade winning. Hound takes P2. Shadows P3. Craggy P4. Stiffmeister coming home with a brilliant P5. Night Owl consolidates P6. Phenom in P7 at his home race. Reese in P8. Disappointing from him. Nigel Pickle in P9. And Collateral adds P10 with the fastest lap. With only 1 time penalty. Fair play to that man. Is rounding out the top 10. There are the rest of the drivers. I'm not quite sure why it says DNF next to Matthew. Because technically it was a DSQ, wasn't it? Either way.
Reese has messaged you saying, David, did you see what Craggy did to me all race?
I cannot comment. It is a matter for les stewards.
Les stewards.
Les stewards. There might be some clips. Yeah. Well, that clip gets closed because you've not submitted a clip. Good. Yeah. Congratulations to our podium sitters. Are any of them joining us, Gary? I know Sam isn't.
Ah.
I'm sure you remembered to invite people to the party.
Well, Shadows doesn't want to join, and it's only Hound, is it? Yeah, Hound is the only one who's going to be joining us.
Well, I'm sure you'll enjoy doing that if he does indeed join. We'll give him another minute. As, it all got very exciting towards the end of that race, and, I definitely need a drink now, so I'm going to take that drink, regardless of whether or not it's redeemed or not. Don't care. As I can see, Darkhound has joined us in Le Party. As,
Hello.
Hello. Congratulations on your PT. I'm just going to hand over to Gary to do the P2 interview.
So after, I would say, a little bit stale at the end race there, we're here with our only man who wants to do a commentary with us, interview with us. Hound, our championship leader, I think you extend your championship.
It depends what happens with Reese. I think he had a few incidents with a couple of drivers. I know he got an illegal overtake. I don't know if that will be taken off.
Well,
but...
said battle with said driver has actually left. So I think Reese probably will be looking to get his 10 seconds removed. But I don't think I think he still will finish behind. Because he was, I think, 7th with front wing damage, but we'll have to see. But overall, how was that race for you?
It was alright. I mean, the early safety car kind of screwed me over because towards the end of the race, my hards were really dying. Like some of the corners, like the long right-hander in the last sector, I had to go into no ERS because otherwise my car was just sliding about. But yeah, I mean, my tyres kind of fell off, and then I managed to kind of pick the pace up and finish the race in P2.
Obviously we saw in qualifying, we obviously saw you take it right at the end. Was there a little bit of such streaming from your teammate to get pole?
Oh yeah, definitely. We were in a party and it's like, right, just stay 3-4 seconds behind me, so you'll still get a tow. Yeah, so I just followed him around the whole lap, and it gave me a bit of a tow, which just about got me pole position.
Obviously, you saying about the early box for the safety car. Was there any thought in your mind about maybe coming in? Maybe doing a 2-stop?
I was always going to box because I looked at my tyre wear on the mediums, and after like 5 laps they're on like 25-30%, so I kind of had to box.
I can tell you I agree with that. For my race on Wednesday, the tyre wear around here is horrendous, and I'm sure for drivers who had wing damage it got probably worse. But I think out of all that, I think you will be very happy just to finish P2 because it actually extends.
Yeah.
But I know Darkblade's not here. Is there anything you want to say on Darkblade? How we managed to pull that gap at one point?
I've said it in the chat already. Fair play to him. He got past me. I was trying to save a bit of ERS into turn 1, so that's what I was kind of doing, saving up to turn 1 and burn everything down that straight. And down the main DRS straight, and he I think he clocked what I was doing and shot past me, and then I just fell out of DRS. I just couldn't keep up through that first sector.
Yeah, it's just still a very good race from yourself. Obviously, you had the little very tight battle at the end with Shadows, who I think wasn't too impressed with for some reason his car just got the massive tank slapper behind you.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I literally, if he, I'd have finished P3. Yeah, I have to give it to him. He had me on my toes most of the race when he was behind me. You know, his pace was very good as well.
Well, there we go.
I'm very lucky that he had that bit of a wobble going onto the straights. He'd have got me otherwise.
Well, at least we got a word in from Shadow and the race winner. But David, you got anything else to say? Because I've run out of questions.
Hello. I am me, and yeah, well done. Yeah, I don't know. Have you asked about Interlagos next week?
Oh no. Obviously we go into our penultimate round. Interlagos. Are you looking forward to that track, Hound?
I can't say I've raced around this game, to be honest. I haven't actually raced around that track. So it'll be a new experience next week.
Oh well, there you go. We'll have to see. It's gonna be hectic no matter what, because it's tier 1, and the close battles on track all season from this tier, especially at the front three between Hound, Night Owl, Reese, and Nigel, should make another good spectacle.
Yeah, I mean it's unlucky from Reese, to be honest. I mean he had very good pace. If him and Craggy didn't have their incident, I feel like he'd have finished in front of me, or he'd have been fighting for P2. He had very good pace as well. You know, there was a few drivers today that you know, could have easily beaten me.
Yeah, humble as always there. Hound. Anything you want to say, David?
We've already done this. Yeah, we've already done this. But once again, congratulations to you, Hound. Congratulations to tonight's winner, Darkblade, who's definitely not Magisa.
So actually,
I technically neglected to put the Alpine on screen, so I do apologise. There's the Alpine.
I know he called him Maggie by accident.
It's not. It's an in joke, Gary. It's an inside joke. All right.
Oh right.
I look like Reese had damage from lap 16. That's why he was slow at the end.
Yeah, it obviously caught up with him on the as the hard tyres wore.
Yeah.
But anyway, you kept it clean, and you came home P2 and extended your lead. So congratulations, Shadows. Big up the man. P3. What ledge. Which kind of leaves us to the end of the interview. I nearly said interviews. So, right, yeah, Gary, that means there's just one thing left to do for tonight, and that is for you to talk us through your drivers of the day, or driver of the day.
I think I'm only going to give it to one person, and that is going to be
You can't give it to me,
Darkblade.
Gary, I'm a comms.
I'm going to
Sorry,
say Darkblade, because Darkblade, once he got past Hound, who is, I think this season has been the most fastest, most consistent driver, and to gap him by nearly 4.5 seconds at one point, I think that deserves every bit of praise.
Yeah, well, there you have it. As yeah, good results for a few drivers tonight, and I'm sure a few of them will be happy with how things ended. Unfortunately, that is all we've got time for tonight and this week here at FPRL. Join us on Monday for the Tier 3s going around round 9 into Lagos. It promises to be an exciting race, as always, around there. But for now, I have been your host, David Lolface, and joining me in the comms box was...
It was our boy.
Kimon. This is a teaser for next time. 164 new stickers available. So there you have it. Next time on the Muppet Show, the FPRL. Thank you all for tuning in, and good night.